Let's talk about woke companies, because this is one of the things that I know that you and I both love about Ron DeSantis going as hard as he is, bashing away at woke. But beer companies are really having trouble right now trying to work out how do we exist in the marketing culture of New York while selling beer to the rest of the country.
Yeah, there's a certain beauty to what's going on right now, because it really does feel like, although guys like DeSantis have done a nice job in terms of governments fighting wokeness, say, out of schools and things like that, there's something else happening that's bottom up, which is that the people are finally saying enough is enough. You know, this boycott of Bud Light, it's not like it was some sort of real organized situation. It was just that finally enough people had said, hey, you know what? Generally speaking, it's dudes and frat guys who like beer, and this company has decided to market their beer towards, I suppose, trans women or whatever it is Dylan Mulvaney considers himself or herself at this point. And Bud Light sales are in the absolute tank. Anheuser-Busch, the parent company of Bud Light, has lost billions. We now know that this has now infected Target, which was pushing all sorts of trans, quote-unquote, pride merchandise, which literally included items for young boys to tuck their genitals. So if they didn't want to appear to be boys, they could appear to be girls. Paul, I think you and I are on a similar plane on this one, which is that as an adult, you can wear what you want to wear. You can dress how you want to dress,
100%.
Put on whatever makeup you want to put on. But we shouldn't be marketing this towards kids. Now, I'm not for the government stepping in and saying, Target, you can't sell that. And that's what the beauty of this is, because it's the people making decisions, and hopefully they can course correct the corporations that seem unable to do it for themselves.
And Dave, Joe Rogan, of course, hero to many and listened to by many, many millions, he too finds particularly the Miller Lite stuff weird.
I hate identity politics with a passion. I really do.
It's pretty interesting.
It's so stupid. It's human beings made beer, okay? And some human beings look good in bikinis. It's like, what are we doing?
It's crazy.
Women do it. Women do it. Women do it.
Like, what? I'd like to see a pie chart of how many women are actually involved in making beer.
Yeah, well, look, Miller Lite also is putting out ads, again, where it's like, you don't have to do exactly everything that perhaps me and you would want them to do, but they're putting out ads where beer is for women and made by women, and it's a woman's beer. It's like, women don't really drink beer. Some chicks do, and that's good and fine. You can market to them and figure out ways, okay, maybe women want, less carbs in their beer or a light beer, something like that. But if the full drive of your product is to market to people who are not going to buy your product, then you got to fire your marketing department. I would put it this way, Paul. I'm holding the official Rubin Report mug in my hand. It is a fine mug. One can buy the mug. With this mug, you can drink your coffee or your tequila, whatever you might put in there. But if I was marketing this in such a way that alienated half of my fan base, that would not be wise. And that's what these companies have decided to do. If you want to sell a product, you want it to be as wide a net as possible. You don't want to say, oh, I would just like to sell beer to this specific set of people. How about you make a good beer, or you make a good T-shirt or a good cap or a good mug, and you say to people, you know what, it's good quality, and that's why you should buy it, as opposed to picking and choosing the type of people based on their genitals who should purchase your product.
Well, also, you can have advertising that's just for the internet versus the advertising that's on television. And one thing that beer ads have always been, particularly Super Bowl ads, is at times they're funny. So I would have loved to have seen, if they want to go down the feminist route, why not put a whole bunch of blokes in bikinis sort of giggling and all the rest of it, and joke about the perception as opposed to pretending that there's some sort of, right-on man story that's the real story of beer that's been hidden by men for years.
Right. That's a great point. But that's also partly why, wokeism, as you know, has destroyed comedy. It's why most comedians aren't funny anymore. It's why most of our comedy shows, you're lucky if you get a laugh every half hour. We've got a select few people who are still funny, Rogan and Chappelle and some other guys. But you're right. What you would want to do there is put a twist on traditional marketing. And it's not even, you could do sort of what you just said there. You had a bunch of guys in bikinis drinking Bud Light. There could be some funny way to market it that doesn't seem like it's endorsing a specific lifestyle to a specific set of people. And it could still be funny. And guess what? Guys that like beer would laugh at it. A bunch of frat guys, half the frat guys I've ever met, at some point they were dressed up like girls doing something stupid while they were pledging. It's not like these people are looking to be outraged. I just think people, as a general rule, this has been coming and coming and coming. We have watched so many sane products. You know, we took Uncle Ben, the black man, off the box of rice, so we erased the black man. We took Aunt Jemima off the syrup, so we erased a black woman. We took the woman, the Indian woman, off Land O'Lakes butter. We got rid of her. So it seems to me we've removed all of the black people and the colored people off all of the products. We got plenty of white people on products, but you can't be black and be on a product. And we did this in the name of tolerance.
Now, I'm not entirely sure how this is possible, but Ford says that the Raptor is very gay. Now, this is one of the great trucks, the great utes. How is a car straight or gay?
I don't know, but, you know, June 1st is the beginning of Pride Month. And, Paul, if you are not gay, and if everyone you know is not gay by the end of the month, you have done a disservice to your audience and you will be canceled. Again, it's just so ridiculous. I'm pretty sure that gay people, when they buy a truck, want the same things, the same products, the same function as straight people. You don't have to market towards someone's sexuality. Does the truck go over, drive up a mountain effectively? Can I go off-road effectively? Is it going to, not get me stuck in the ditch? That would be what people care about regardless of their sexuality.
It's so crazy. It's like, all I care, does it have CarPlay? What you play on that, which anthem that you particularly pump yourself up with,
right.
Be it, It's Raining Men or AC/DC, your business. But a very gay car, fair dinkum.